so sad about it.
In New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a mad and lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Washington Redskins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check out. 240.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A give to Kamara running right, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll find Lindsey here. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
He's got 6'6". Pull it high.
Look at me. Door.
Shift. Check 99.
Fire.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Washington Redskins, first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Greystone, travel. Jumper.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Close. Hey, orbit. Shit. Watch twist. Twist. 53.
Now it's Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Big yardage that time for the Redskins. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. And this is Parker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready. 15-1. 59. 49. Check 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
That's what I do. Showing it. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Get it.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. And it's caught by Parker. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Got an open man. It's Foster. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Mark 57. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
A loss on the play brings up 3rd down and goal.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Foster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Bravo!
From the gun, here's Love. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
First down, Patriots.
when you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back to throw, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
12. Reggie. Check.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, Charlie. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Let's go, Mexico! 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Cross.
3rd and long, it's Locke. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
First down, New England.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Hey, Echo. Don't get nervous. 58.
Out of the gun, Love. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
12.
Looking to throw again on second down. Luck. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Check it back.
Hey, check.
To the air again, Locke. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, my 7. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Throwing again is Locke. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
12. Hey, exit.
Off of play action. Luck. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Johnson, the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the...
And he lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald airing one out for Crowder, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Fitzgerald. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
47. Check, 47. Hey, they scared.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return, it's Kamara. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The final shot before the break. Luck. He finds his man Johnson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
General West. Now. Hey, wahoo.
47's the mic. 47.
Get it.
To throw again. Fitzgerald. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Mexico, Mexico. Quo.
After the interception, it's long. He finds Howard complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Kamara trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Leo! You're out!
Watch twist!
Go!
On second and 11 now. Fitzgerald. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Fitzgerald. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 50, it's long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of... That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Lawrence Guy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Luck looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Hey, box drop.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Army.
Come on.
Luck now to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, it's Lindsey. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go, go.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Be careful, be careful.
From the gun, Fitzgerald, and he's going to have the connection to Foster. Touchdown, Washington! Robert Foster, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, shoot.
Throwing his line. Got an open man. It's Ratley. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. They're going to go. It's Lock. And he's going to go down again. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Go! 15 line. 15 line. Recon, 132 fighter. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
5.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Switch up. 11. 58.
Hey, Alpha.
58. Come on.
To throw is Lott. Complete. It's Johnson. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Deontay Johnson, 76 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. No problem there on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Bryant's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
12.
Smooth.
Now it's locked. And this is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Grant on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Patriots 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 29-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass.
Here's Locke. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
11B. 59. Hey, orbit.
They'll fake it. Now Love. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Let's put him on the bus. Let's put that team on the bus.
Again, Luck. Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Redskins 45, Patriots 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Open man, here's Foster. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss.